Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today's video is going to be some cleaning motivation, but instead of just doing a regular clean with me, I wanted to give you guys some tips on how to keep your home clean and smelling fresh. And today's video is actually being sponsored by Dyson, and I'll be letting you know all about their new product, which is the Dyson Humidify+Cool Purifying Humidifying Fan. And this is the first fan from Dyson that purifies the air and also humidifies it. It tackles dry, dirty air, and it leaves the air fresh and clean, which is definitely something that we need, especially since a lot of us are spending more time at home. So if you guys would like to know more about this product and the different tips that I have, then of course just continue to watch. The first tip I have for you guys is to wash your sheets weekly, and this is so important because your sheets can accumulate stuff that you can't see with your eyes. So I definitely recommend this, and also washing your sheets often can help reduce allergens and it can keep your home smelling fresh. So this is definitely one of my top tips. This is something that I always do. And always make sure you're washing your sheets in hot water. I usually use the sanitize option on my washer, but if you don't have that, just use the hottest water that you can. And when you throw them in a dryer, also dry them on the hottest setting. And also make sure that you're washing your pillows. This is something that people often forget, but your sleeping pillows need to be washed at least every 6 months or so. So this next tip is for those of us who don't want to clean our entire house, but we want our house to appear clean. And for that, I would recommend cleaning your kitchen and your bathroom daily. I think if you keep these two spaces as clean as possible, that you can kind of fake the rest of the house being clean. So for us, the kitchen is such a high traffic area. We spend a lot of time in it, so it's really easy for it to look dirty quickly. So I always like to make sure that I'm cleaning it daily, so doing the dishes and wiping down the countertops. And you'll notice that once you start doing this daily, it's a lot easier than waiting a couple of days and then you have dishes piled up. And if you wait a while to clean the kitchen, it can definitely be a headache. And I also like to make sure that I'm cleaning the bathroom as often as possible, especially the little powder bath where everyone else uses the bathroom. I want to make sure that this stays nice and clean, because if we ever have guests, I don't have to second guess and wonder if it's clean. So I usually at least scrub the toilet daily just so that it stays nice and fresh. And a little bonus tip that I have is add a bowl of white vinegar to any room that you kind of want to freshen up, and the vinegar will absorb pretty much any odor. So adding live plants and flowers really make a difference in any home, and it can definitely add a fresh scent to the room. And it's also been said that flowers clean the air. So it's not only that they look fresh, but they actually freshen the air. And I just absolutely love fresh flowers. I love to pick them up whenever I go to the grocery store, and they're usually pretty affordable. And they had this beautiful mix the last time I was at the grocery store, and I just thought that they would be perfect for spring. Yeah, this is a really easy tip that anyone can do to freshen up their home, and they also look absolutely gorgeous in the center of your table. The next tip I have for you guys is super important, and that is to purify your air. Making sure that your air is purified is going to ensure that your home is really clean, because if the air is all yucky, then the other steps really don't matter. So the Dyson Humidify+Cool fan is definitely a great way to purify your air. One reason I love it is because it is 3-in-1. It's a purifier, a humidifier, and a fan. So this is really great because it purifies the air and also humidifies it. It's made to be used year-round. It tackles that dry, dirty air, and your indoor air quality can actually be 5 times more polluted than the outdoor air, and that's because the indoor air is exposed to so many impurities in household cleaners, gas cookers, air fresheners, and even scented candles, which you guys know that I love. So the Dyson purifier and humidifier gets rid of all of that, the dust, pollen, odor, and gases. It has a UV cleanse technology that kills bacteria to humidify the air hygienically, and the humidifier rehydrates the air and then circulates the purified and humidified air, all while keeping you cool. It's a really great device to have if you want clean, purified air, and it also has its own deep clean cycle, which is very convenient. You don't have to worry about cleaning it. It also has this remote that you can use to go through the information and know more about your air quality. Also, you can use the Dyson Link app, which is really helpful because you can activate, schedule, and monitor your machine whether you're at home or away. So yeah, if you guys would like to know more about keeping your indoor air clean and humidified, I will have a link below for the Dyson Humidify+Cool purifying fan, and you guys should definitely check it out. So if you have a garbage disposal, it's really important to make sure that you're cleaning it regularly, just to help prevent and remove any foul odors. And I like to do this with a toothbrush and a little bit of baking soda. And another way I like to clean the garbage disposal and keep it smelling fresh is by making these disposal refresh cubes, and these are really simple to make. All you want to do is cut up a lemon, and you want to make sure that you cut the pieces small enough to fit into the cube of an ice tray. I just add a piece of the lemon to each cube, and totally optional, but I like to add a little bit of rosemary. This is just going to give it more of a fresh fragrance. And after I add the lemon and the rosemary, I add the white vinegar, and then I put it in the freezer, and of course I let it stay there until it freezes and we have ice cubes. After you've cleaned your garbage disposal, you just want to take the ice cube and you want to drop it in the sink just to keep everything nice and fresh a little bit longer. So regular old baking soda isn't essential in our home. I love to use it because it has natural deodorizing properties, and it pretty much costs next to nothing. So I just love using it. And one way I use it is to keep our carpet smelling fresh and clean. And this is really great to do in high traffic areas like your family rooms and hallways, especially if you have a lot of carpet in your home. I would definitely recommend doing this. So I just like to sprinkle it and let it sit for at least 15 minutes, and then I go ahead and vacuum as normal. But this is a really easy tip that is going to leave your home feeling fresh, clean, and odor-free. I would also recommend cleaning and deodorizing your trash can, and I feel like people often forget to do this. They really just don't think about it. But just like the garbage disposal, your garbage can have a foul odor because it does house all of the trash in your home. So it's so important to make sure that you're cleaning it on the regular. Like I was telling you guys, baking soda is an essential in our home. So another place I love to use it is in the trash can because it really just helps deodorize and keep the smell down. Make sure that you're cleaning your ceiling fans because the dust that accumulates will eventually end up in the air, and of course you will be breathing it in. So to avoid this, you want to make sure that you're cleaning and wiping down the blades as soon as you see the dust. And I usually clean the blades with a damp microfiber towel. I love to use these. They're definitely an essential when cleaning. But yeah, cleaning your ceiling fan is really important because if you're prone to allergies, when you have the dust on the blades, those particles are flying through the air every time you turn it on. So you want to make sure that you're doing this sooner rather than later. And the very last tip I have for you guys is to make sure that you're changing your air filter in your home at least once a month. This is really important because the air filter helps clean the air that circulates through your heating and cooling system, and the filter traps so many different particles and contaminants, and it really can affect your overall health. So you want to make sure that you're cleaning this often. And I will say, since we've had our new device from Dyson, that our filters aren't near as dusty as they usually are within 1 month, so I can definitely tell that it's working. But it's just really important to make sure that you're changing this filter because it does improve your indoor air quality, but it can also help reduce your energy bills if you're changing them regularly. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Hopefully some of the tips were helpful for you guys, and if you're interested in learning more about the Dyson Humidify+Cool purifying and humidifying fan, I will have a link in the description box below. Big thank you to Dyson for sponsoring this video, and as always, I will talk to you all in the next one. Bye!